What is up, lads? Welcome back to Ladsfootyshow. I'm your host, Viejo, here, my co-host.
Your boy Hera.
And your boy Keeks.
And Chris from Fútbol Asada.
He's back.
Return.
And we're back. And Mexico's back.
Yeah.
Boys.
Let's not say that. Let's not say that.
We're not back?
We're back. No, we're cooking. We're back. We're
Let's
back.
win. Let's win first, and then maybe.
We did win. That was the big one.
That wasn't the big one.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. We still have yet to.
Anyways, before we start waffling,
yeah.
make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. We have a lot of content coming out this weekend. Some content that we already uploaded. If you guys haven't watched our vlog, go and check that out. But yeah, boys, we have a lot of talk. Mexico wins 2-0.
Raul Jimenez masterclass. Raul Jimenez is him.
2 goals, a brace, a free kick out of his ass.
No.
Class.
First goal out of his ass.
First goal, yeah. The first goal
He finished it properly.
No, he finished it properly, but that was a spawny pass that somehow got through. He got an open net. But it was just individual brilliance from Raul Jimenez today.
Yeah, he had a
That's all it was. Not today. Yesterday.
His
night.
full game, his hold-up play, his link-up, he was cooking, bro. Like, shout out to him.
Our voices, if you guys
Yeah.
can't tell, they're cooked. We're chopped.
Yeah.
Yesterday was something else. I think one big point. Fuck.
You still cooked, then?
I'm still chopped, bro. Here.
What do you want to say? Talk about Raul? Talk about Raul?
Whichever.
Honestly, for me, yesterday Raul proved, I've been saying for months and months that Santi's our best striker. But I think yesterday proved Raul's our best striker. Because when it mattered, he came through. I think he set the tone. Scoring a goal within 45 seconds, that just set the tone for the whole game. At that point, we're like, we're on the go. And then to seal it off, free kick golazo, 2-0. Santi, I don't want to hate on him, but he didn't really.
Didn't do anything.
He just didn't really
I
appear.
didn't notice him for a
He
long
just didn't
period
really
of time.
appear.
He kind
Yeah,
of
that's all
ghosted.
it was.
But I need to give that reign of best striker or even best player on the team to Raul now.
Yep. I think he's the face of the national team for sure now. Like, if you ask someone what they think of Mexico, a random European on the street, I think
He did say Jimenez.
they'd say Jimenez. Oh, Jimenez is playing really good right now. So, yeah, I think we have him, 33 years old, the past and the present on the same lineup.
Oh.
I think it's good to see. Even though Santi didn't play good, I'm convinced Santi will score on Sunday. His last goal was against Panama at SoFi Stadium in a final. It's going to be the same on Sunday.
What a fake Mexican. Jesus.
Why?
Santi. He's even making fun of his own kind. That's why he got Mexico's Instagram booted.
Gallardo.
Making fun of pretos and shit. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Gallardo. Speaking of Gallardo. All right.
If
the
all right,
same, the same shit from
All
him
right.
every time.
It's
man.
all right.
I think the
Those are
only
his
players that
performances.
underperformed were Santi, Charlie, and Alexis Vega.
Yeah, they got subbed off 52 minutes in.
Gallardo.
Charlie Rodriguez underperforming
Sky's blue.
in the national team.
Yeah, Sky's
when
blue.
the fuck does that happen? I thought he was the GOAT.
For Cruz Azul fans. What's the guy on Discord? A card? What is
Card.
it?
Oh, card. Yeah,
A card,
Come
corrupt
on, bro.
donut.
You guys cannot be blind. man.
Mailman D. I know all those motherfuckers users. Gave me a
guys-
shack for a whole
you guys
season.
cannot be blind. But by the way, shout out to all you guys that went up to us at the stadium. It was cool. We got a good amount of pictures, good amount of encounters.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's start off with the lineup then. I personally, it wasn't terrible. I said I kind of liked it. It was something new. We went. Vasco set up the team to score goals, and we did it within 40 seconds. The only bad thing was just Charlie.
But regardless, the team did the job. Aguirre, I think all this praise, I think, is to Aguirre. Because defensively, we looked really good. Even with the midfield of two midfielders, technically. I think they all did a good job. We kind of halfly doubted the lineup. I wasn't too sure of it. Piojo played like a right wing back and clamped up Alfonso Davies. We were speaking about this earlier. Was that Piojo's best performance in a selección kit?
Easily. And it's not because of individual brilliance like Jimenez. It's more so that he just played his role to absolute perfection. The guy was very more up and down the pitch. He gave great passes when he needed to. He didn't
force anything.
He didn't force anything.
Didn't force anything.
I've
was
never
very
seen him
composed.
defend like that.
Yeah, no, he was
He's at
composed.
Chivas. He's just free roam.
He's very off the ball. He's a very off
so-
the ball player. But today he was fighting for every chance he got.
And there, I know. When we all certain reactions around the media seeing Piojo start, like shook off everyone. Like what the hell is he doing? He's been shit. And when he's good for Chivas, no lo juega, no lo meten. Honestly, it's good to see that it'll also help him with his confidence boost and everything. But defensively, the number one player defensively was Johan Vasquez.
I think they all
No.
played good
I can't-
defensively.
I don't
I
think-
think Israel was great too.
I was about to say
Johan.
Edson was huge.
Edson was good, but Johan-
I think the backline was great apart from Gallardo.
Yeah.
For me, what I liked about the lineup was it was very unpredictable. I kind of liked that about Aguirre. Like for weeks we've been hearing they're not gonna start Santi and Raul together, and out of
Literally.
nowhere, last minute,
An hour after
they're starting
before.
together and playing almost the whole 90 minutes. And then we heard nothing about Piojo and Charlie all week long. And all of a sudden, they're both in the lineup.
Charlie.
I thought it was a pretty good surprise. I mean, obviously not seeing Charlie, but just the fact that it was like kind of just super random. I think I kind of like that, like the element of surprise. And I will give it up to Piojo. I mean, he did his thing, even though I despise how he plays for Chivas. That was literally his only good game he's had all year.
Maybe he is a right wing back and not a 10.
Maybe. Like,
This
yeah,
actually
I
is
think
his best
when we
game.
had to rely on him to like create for La Selección, that's just not gonna happen. But like if he does what, like this role, like kind of locking down the other team's best player on the wing, I mean, fuck it, we'll take it. Charlie though, I mean, it just amazes me, bro. Like, how did Mexico look so good yesterday, and this guy still looked like shit? Like the whole team looked good except him. And I'm glad Aguirre realized it ASAP because he was the first sub.
Yeah.
Like he was the first sub out of the game.
What
It was
if
like
it was
a
Jimmy?
50th minute sub too.
If it
Yeah,
was
it was like
Jimmy-
literally within 5 minutes of
Yeah,
halftime.
it was like a 53rd.
If it was Jimmy, he would have
sub.
played the whole game.
Yeah, and give him the captain's armband for the final.
Yeah.
I really hope that was the last time we ever see him because even after we scored, Mexico couldn't really control the ball. Like we didn't really do anything until the second half when that guy was actually off the field.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't want to see that guy ever again.
Yeah, I
to be
actually
honest.
think now that Cesar Montes, I think he's gonna start. I think Charlie would be bench on Sunday.
I think so too. Yeah.
Cause Jesus, he genuinely didn't do anything. He doesn't support for the ball. He always just passes back. There's no direct passing. There's no through balls. He's just there, bro. Like
But that
that's what we
was-
keep saying.
That was also because Canada was on the front foot the whole time. So
Yeah, it's 'cause
the
of him, though.
possession.
We played nothing but
possession-
survival ball for
Yeah.
almost 90 minutes, bro.
Yeah, that's true. But the first half, we weren't able to really see us in the top half or in their half, and the opponent's half actually create game. The goal we got was in 47 seconds, 57
We
seconds.
broke through. We caught them lagging.
And we caught them lagging. I know, but
flat-footed.
that proceeded for us to kind of sit back and not
Pretty
press as
much.
higher.
But well, Canada's closest chance was that one clearance Edson had. Besides that, there was not really a moment where I was like they had us there, like
No,
a
no.
tap in or something. Nothing.
no, they weren't even threatening enough to even create a chance, like a clear cut chance. And I think that's all due respect to Aguirre and setting the proper lineup.
Yeah, Aguirre knows
How to
strengths
get it
of
done.
the strengths of these players.
Aguirre knows how to get it done. And that's why we got to give credit to him. Now we're in the final.
You can pinpoint the strengths and weaknesses of the side.
Yes.
And the convocado that he's brought along, which is always a great sign for the manager to know his players and their assets.
Yes.
We got two player ratings. Malagon, 0 out of 10.
Why? Because he didn't have to do anything.
7 out of 10 because he didn't do anything. Just
At
give him-
7. 7. We give straight 7.
Give him a 6, 5. whatever
7.
averages. Like,
Yeah, what's average?
he didn't do anything.
That's what I was saying. That's why I feel like 7. I feel like 7
7?
was cool. I feel
Yeah,
like
7's
7,
cool.
7 was cool
7's
because
cool
when
for
there
Malaga.
were times when the shots actually did end up getting on target, there were no rebounds. It was composure.
Yeah.
He was winning his aerial balls. He was fine. From the minimum that he had to do.
Yeah.
He did fine.
Isra.
8. I mean,
8.
he's still sharing
8.
the side against Davies. I'll give him an 8.
Yeah,
respectfully.
I think 8.
I agree. Like 8.
Edson.
7. I'm gonna go 7. I like a little bit more of Johan. 7.
7.5. I think Edson was good.
Yeah, I'll give him 7.
No mistakes, and it's normally kind of shaky when he's not in the back three. But he was great.
I just didn't like some of his clearances first half. He would header and it would go back
That's
in
A little
the
bit.
area.
That's
a little
why.
bit. It was
That's
a little
why.
shaky.
That's why.
Seven.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give him like a 7.5. I mean, he could have gave away a penalty. Like,
I
he
see
did- he
those
did
get
stepped on
given.
first.
I see those get given.
All
though.
the
I see
time.
those get
So-
given.
all the time.
But he still overall had a very good game. He obviously had that goal line clearance that saved the goal. So
He scored as well. It's true. Dang. But offside.
So it was off. It was that. It
It was off. It was
offsides?
off. Yeah, it was
Okay.
off.
Johan. Pipe.
9. I think I'm gonna give him a
Yeah.
9.
Perfect.
It's too good, man. 9.
Same here, 9.
Would have given him a 10, but he played a dog shit pass to Gallardo. Shit went out for a throw in.
That's like-
So
That was like
Minus-
his only.
minus 1
That
full
was probably
rating.
his own fuck
it
up.
was like his one misplaced pass. I think.
Like
bro.
ever. I've never seen him fuck. Like, he's very rare when it comes to mistakes.
Yep.
Gallardo.
6.
6.
I think he showed up less than Malagon.
But still did the job. So
Yeah,
six
but he did
and a half.
he did it right.
6.
Yeah, I'd probably say like 6 as well because I think all the danger on Canada was coming from the left side. Like Davies, I don't even remember them ever attacking from the right. Like even when Buchanan came in,
Nothing.
Like I don't know if that was because Gallardo was doing so good in his
Or Johan.
positioning that they weren't even doing anything, or because like they just Canada was just preferring to play through the left. So I feel like Gallardo didn't really have much to do. To be honest.
I don't even remember Buchanan even playing or doing anything.
Yeah, he's just,
How many did he come on?
he's not when he plays for
He
Canada.
had a good
like,
stint. He had a
again,
good
in big
stint.
games, the guy doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Considering the teams he's played for recently, no hace nada. Eric Lira, Pitbull.
7.
On the ball, he didn't do much, but defensively, I mean, that's what he's known for. So I'll go 7-2.
I would like 6.5 to be honest.
We're all kind of agreeing though to most of these,
Yeah.
right?
We were all there, so I mean,
We're all there. We're all fuck.
not sober.
The big one, Charlie.
3. You guys, dog
Sadly,
shit,
a
man.
5. I mean, a 5, I guess. He didn't have a shitty game. He was just kind of not there. Ghost.
I'll go 4.
I'll give him a 2, bro. Because when you ghost as like a forward, it's like all right, like you're probably just not getting service. But when you ghost as a midfielder,
How is that
like,
possible?
like yeah, exactly. How
As
is that
a
possible?
central box-to-box midfielder,
like-
how do you disappear in a match, bro?
Exactly.
Like that's
it's like he's
insane.
afraid. I think he knows. Like I know deep down, I feel like he knows that everybody shagged
That he
him.
gets shagged. Yeah.
So he's like, "Fuck, I don't even want to touch the ball because then if I fuck up, it's gonna be my fault." So he kind of just like he just runs around, kind of like in the background. Doesn't really like want to like get involved in the game. And that's like you're playing with 10 players, so like you get a 2.
Yeah.
Now, who subbed in for Charlie?
It was like Romo, Luis Shaw.
No,
No, it was
Chino and Romo, but we switched
Yeah,
we kind of switched the formation.
Yeah, we did.
How much more did we see from Romo than what we saw from Charlie?
I forgot Romo even played.
That's another thing I was going to.
They're the same player.
Canada just continued, bro. They ran through our midfield regularly. They were just using the wings. They were using the flanks. But even when we were in possession, even when we would get in position and try to play our central style of football, it couldn't work because Charlie was he's so poor, bro. He's so
No,
dead,
it's not
man.
That. It's not
He's
that.
so
it's not,
dead,
it's not,
bro.
It's not that.
It's pecho frío, el güey.
It's he just plays sideways and he doesn't give us anything going forward. But it's not poor. It's just he's doing the easy shit. He's not risk fully. Like I want risk taking midfielders.
He puts
Fair.
on a club jersey and he's a different player, and that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Fair.
Piojo.
I can't stand it, man.
9.
9 for Piojo? All right, I know.
9.
Hey, we said his best game, but that
9.
doesn't mean he was fucking top notch either.
him 8.
Could have had an assist. It's on goal.
Coulda.
The first goal.
On the goal from Raul Jimenez comes off a Piojo shot.
Was it
ping
Piojo?
It was.
The
ping pong.
So pre-assist, Giorena style.
Pre-assist.
Jesus, I'm not counting that.
I'll give him an 8.
I'll give him an 8. Yeah, 8's cool.
I'll give him a 7. It was his best performance, but that's a 7.
Yeah.
Clamped up Davies. Davies didn't do shit. Going forward, I don't think he misplaced a pass as well. Right foot, left foot, cut back. He was
Everyone-
physically there.
He'll start again Sunday.
Everyone on the defensive was great.
Yeah.
From the forwards to the back line.
Yeah.
Everyone defensively was great, man.
Alexis Vega.
I'll give now. That's a player I can give a 4.
5.
I'll give him a 3.
Because the thing is, he doesn't ghost like Charlie, but he just wasn't producing. I'd rather that trying than being a ghost. I'll give him 1 point better than Charlie. 5.
I'll give him like a 5. I mean, I thought he wasn't really involved in the game. A couple of times he had some good hold-up play, but I felt like when you would have like 4 guys around him, like no one was really kind of helping him out either. Like Charlie wasn't opening up like a lane for him to pass to.
I feel like the subs were made very quick.
He was also
I'm
one
not
of the first subs
complaining
out
about
too.
Yeah, he was the first one.
He was the first, yeah.
Yeah, probably like a 5.
Santi.
3, 4.
A la madre.
It's because this guy didn't play.
How do we play a 2-striker formation and it looked like we were playing with only one, bro?
This guy
Because he was
didn't
just
play.
waiting to get it through. He got a few, but he just got outpaced.
4.
The
It's
center
'cause-
backs were too fast.
It's because I know we didn't see Charlie, but my God, we didn't see Jimenez. All I saw Santi do was chase center backs.
Yeah, bro wasn't
I'll give him
doing
4.
Bro wasn't doing
Like,
much.
No, 5. I'm not gonna give him the same rating as Charlie. What the hell?
I'll give him 4.5. I mean, like I said, he did ghost, but again, like that's because probably wasn't. We didn't really get service. Like I didn't really get to see him get the ball and like start losing it or giving bad passes.
But that's
he just
the
never
thing,
touched the ball.
because he can't. He's not that style of forward. The guy is the guy's an
He's
off the
fed.
ball forward.
Fed.
He needs
But
all his
maybe-
players around him to perform. Otherwise, he will not show up.
But maybe that's why Raul strived. Like he was taking up some space, like running in behind, allowed Raul to go drop in the midfield.
Yeah, Raul
I don't
dropped
know,
in.
like, they're
He
two
drops in
very
deep.
different strikers.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
think it worked. So I would still start him, obviously, like in the final.
Raul.
10. Man of the match.
10. Man of the
MVP.
match. 2 goals. Everything.
Complete performance for a striker.
Yeah, I mean, I would go.
You're the worst person for that shit. Jesus Christ.
I would go. I would go probably a 9.5. Because obviously you could always get better, right? You could always do better. But fucking.
Oh, you're one of those.
Even even like without his goals, like fuck, how many fucking like back heel passes did he do the whole game?
That's
Like,
what I'm
at least
saying.
4,
He was
like
cooking.
4 times. Like he
Bro,
was just
the
on
headers,
it.
he would get a header like with the
His
defender
flick
behind his
ons.
back. He would flick it and give
Yeah.
perfect
like, he
through
was
ball to
just, like,
someone.
He was
fucking
great, man.
feeling himself the whole game.
Pause.
Like
I want to feel Jimenez.
Yeah, he's kind of good looking, man. It's the haircut. Yes, that haircut's pretty fire.
The burst fade?
Yeah.
Wait, were you trying to get or what?
He has. Jimenez doesn't have a burst.
Jimenez
face.
No, what is
nah.
that?
He has long ass hair.
It's like a low taper.
Oh, I'm talking about Santi.
Wolverine.
That's just like a-
Oh, Santi, yeah.
low taper for sure.
What was I gonna say? Before we get to because I want to talk about the USA game too. So I wanted to see how the black jersey looked on the players, and I said if they win, it's probably gonna go up in stocks. I think the jersey looked really nice on these.
It's
players.
insanely nice.
Had I
Yeah.
called a store we were trying to hit
Yeah.
to find any jerseys, they said they were out of like for 3 sizes
6
and
locations.
like 6 different locations.
6
Yeah.
locations sold out. boys.
Long sleeve or short sleeve though?
Long sleeve. I called for it was 160.
Damn, and they ran out, huh?
And they ran out. They ran out of long sleeves and short sleeve from medium to XL.
Damn.
He was like, there is some all smalls. I was like, oh, I'm good.
Type B.
What happened to tight creamy?
Tight
fit?
creamy fit?
Tight
No,
creamy
that's
fit.
pushing it. The new tight creamy fit is a XL now. Looks.
All right, now let's get to USA Panama game. So we got to the stadium. I think it was like the 60th minute or something in that game because we were getting content outside. I had a feeling. I was like, halftime is either gonna be 0-0 or Panama's gonna be winning 1-0. I just didn't like the lineup. Obviously, USA is dealing with a lot of players, and from what I heard, the first half the USA players were just not. They couldn't be asked to be there. I mean, and for that reason, I don't even really think you could blame Pochettino to an extent, and they deserve to lose. And that celebration was insane.
Insane.
with
What
Henry.
a moment.
We were actually going to the suite, me, Viejo, and Al.
Yeah.
We're on our way over there. Just a little quick, like sum up. The lady sends us all the way down the hallway because she looks at ours. She looks at our number. And she goes, "Oh yeah, down that big ass hallway, down that long ass hallway." Or we were like,
Right.
"So yeah, fuck it, down the long ass hallway." You know, we went all the way down, bro, all the way down, and we're like, "What the fuck? Like SC's not popping up." This is how she said it. It's like I fucking quote it.
Yeah.
And we went back, and then we're like, "Oh, what SE2?"
Bro.
We're like, "Fuck, this is the second door." We're like, "Bro, was the first door the one we
It
had
was
to
like,
go to?"
we lost like 15 minutes right there.
Pretty
what are you
much.
talking about? Like,
No. So
We
like
entered.
so this was right
thought you
before
were
the
about to talk
goal.
about the game.
So this was right before the goal because
Yeah.
it was the only part of the game. We finally make it to the suite, and then you guys obviously grabbed the head out of the recorded clip.
Yeah.
Within like 10 seconds, 15 seconds into that video, fucking Carrasquilla picks up the ball, and passes it wide,
what a moment.
and they end up knocking USA out again.
Was it last 3
Crazy.
times Panama faced USA? USA hasn't been able to beat Panama. Panama.
Canada, huh?
Wanada.
Wings, just wings.
Dude,
Wanama, I mean.
fucking- that was almost just as enjoyable. Or fucking, that was almost just as enjoyable as Mexico's win.
Yeah.
I think Hera
Like,
celebrated the
U.S.
Panama goal
fans,
more
bro,
than
are some of the most like cocky fans there are.
and
like-
delusional.
Like, they're very delusional. Like, you have not accomplished anything, and they talk like they're one of the World Cup favorites. Like, if you tell a U.S. fan, bro, you're not making the World Cup quarterfinals, semifinals, they act like it's the craziest thing they've ever heard. It's like, bro, look at your team. Like, that's 3 competitive tournaments in a row. You lose to Panama. And 48 hours ago, Pochettino's like, oh, yeah, in 5-10 years, the USA can be number 1 in the world. And then 2 days later, you're losing to Panama for the 3rd tournament in a row. 3rd tournament in a row. Gold Cup,
and 2 nations.
Copa America, Nations League.
was
all of them
yeah, it was
on your
3
home
competitions,
turf.
huh?
Not in
You're
Panama,
right, but-
on your home turf. Like, that's insane.
And there's this injuries and stuff is not even an excuse because even the 3rd string of each position for USA is still has way more value than Panama's first team.
Bro, there's not a single Panamanian, like probably in their whole 23-man squad,
That can't be how you say
that
it.
would have started for the U.S. Yesterday. They just wanted it more. The U.S. players just don't want it, bro. They just like think we're the U.S. They probably think just like the fans, like, oh, we're the best, this and that. But then, like, look at it now. Like, by Sunday, the Gold Cup champion is Mexico. The Nations League champion will either be Panama or Mexico. The U20 champions is Mexico. The U17 champions is Mexico. Like, what does the U.S. have to hang on to? To be like that arrogant.
Yeah, there's.
That's why I absolutely loved it. We were fucking recording the video. You guys, sure you guys saw that TikTok. I'm recording these guys doing a trivia, and in the background, I'm like, just like staring at the goal. And they scored. I was like, oh shit! Just fucking discarded the video. I'm like,
They're
oh.
like dead. They're dead in the middle of a session, like of a video, and I'm like, yo, my Carrasquilla's like on the edge of the box, low key.
Yeah. It was just a banger, bro. Oh my god,
Hey,
that
what a
was
moment.
amazing.
That was a
That
good
went
goal. Yeah, it
completely
was sick. It
viral,
was sick.
like,
Let me ask.
Everyone's talking about that moment.
I have a question. Why you guys watching and also see what you guys can say? Why are the USA fans so cocky? Like, what do they have to celebrate? Like, why do what put them
Define
up to
cocky,
that
though.
pedestal?
Define cocky, though.
I just think
Bro,
they're
¿por qué se la
very-
creen?
because of the other sports they have, the NFL, NBA.
They have LeBron
some of
James,
the biggest leagues in the world, and they believe because of that, soccer is gonna be as big as that. But
I think it's because, bro, they look at the team that their player plays for,
Yeah.
and they think that player's that level. Like I've been saying for a long ass time, people always say, "Oh, why are you always shagging him?" Tim Weah is not a Juventus level player, and if he is, that's it. If he
fucking
is,
clears.
yeah, like, and if he
I
is,
don't care.
that means That speaks more about Juventus than it does about him. It's not like he's like some elite talent. Same thing with McKinney. Same thing with what's his face, Musa. Like, bro, Musa plays for AC Milan. On paper, you think like, oh shit, an AC Milan player.
dude, he's dreadful.
I guarantee you, Carrasquilla who plays for Pumas is better.
Yes,
Like,
hands
miles
down.
clear.
Hands
Like,
down.
But people, USA fans will see this like, oh shit, look at our badge 11. We fucking have Juventus, AC Milan, Prem, La Liga, this shit, and like it looks good on paper, but in reality, it's like, bro, like none of these guys are actually that good. Like, most of them kind of got there because of like their name, like not because you're actually like that good. And that's why I feel like they get all cocky, and then obviously, like I kind of blame Mexico too. Mexico's the one gassing them up. They're always beating us.
Yeah,
Like if it wasn't for Mexico, like they wouldn't really be anything.
that's why I'm disappointed that. Obviously, I'm happy USA lost, but I'm also a bit disappointed that we're not gonna be able to play them in a final. Because I would be confident to beat that USA team again, like we did in Guadalajara. That's a weak USA team yet again.
That would have been such a sweet
And
moment.
Poch, it's not looking good.
Yeah. Panama sold looks. Had that revenge tour on Demon Time, fam. We were ready for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Would have cooked any of that USA squad that they had. It's
was gonna
weak.
say?
It's a
I
weak
think
side.
the only validated players like on USA that actually like perform up to what their
Anthony.
fans believe,
Anthony Robinson.
and
Baller.
Pulisic, and I'd say who else?
No, Pulisic is actually a good player.
Probably maybe Tyler Adams.
Yeah, no. In the Prem, he's up there in terms of defensive stats for center defensive midfielders. He actually is.
He's alright.
Though I'd say those three, and that's like.
That's it.
But like Yunus Musa, I've been watching a lot of AC Milan games because of Santi. I think Yunus Musa is the worst AC Milan player, and I think a lot of Milan fans like say that with their chest as well. He's actually dreadful at the sport. Like it's abysmal,
How long has he been at Milan for now?
bro.
2 years? In 2 years, he hasn't scored a goal yet.
And he plays high.
Right wing.
He plays high.
Plays right wing.
He always gets to positions and he misses.
I mean, you guys saw his miss before the international break.
Oh my god.
Against who was it? Fucking
Yeah.
one of the not one of the worst teams. It was a promoted team, Como.
Como, yeah.
Oh my god, man, that miss was insane. That's like Chadley shit, bro.
Yeah.
he's the US. He's the American Charlie.
He is the American Charlie.
Yeah.
American Charlie.
Just a better looking Chadley.
But the thing is, Charlie plays in Liga MX and he plays at Milan, so who do you expect more from?
True.
What was I gonna say? So, the World Cup is next year. USA just lost 3 times in a row to Panama. They have a new coach that yet still doesn't look like he knows what's going on with his team. If I'm a USA fan, I'm low-key, I'm kind of worried. Like, how are you gonna flip a lot of that around in 1 year? I do not know.
Yeah, that's true.
Like with Mexico, it's low-key is turning around with the coach, but it took getting 2 Rafa Marquez, an ex-legend, and a established Mexican manager
To come back.
It took a lot of dead wood to get out of the team, like players like Antuna and all that.
We still have Deadwood.
Yeah, there's like
There's
a few.
still-
Though.
there's
Not,
still
not
a
as
few.
much as before.
Charlie still starts, and I think he's
But-
the biggest deadwood.
But I think the future names that could possibly be in this lineup in the World Cup,
Yeah.
brings us to a good, decent spot for the future for sure.
You know what we liked yesterday?
Who or what?
What?
What do we like yesterday?
A creative attacking midfielder.
But you
know
can't
who's
get
one
that.
of the most creative attacking midfielders
Oh.
in the Liga MX.
Oh.
Marcel Ruiz.
Yes, but you can't get that attacking midfielder in a 4-4-2 like that.
Well,
we
but he
didn't
didn't play
play-
that. He's a center mid.
But
He's
we
an
didn't
eight.
play. We didn't even play the 4-4-2 like at the second half, bro. I'm telling you, played algo muy diferente.
I don't know.
I look,
no
yeah. At times it was. I don't
It was
know
kind of
what
all
happened.
over the place,
Second half
bro.
was
Santi was playing left wing sometimes too. He was playing winger
right
a
wing, I
bit.
think right wing or something like that.
But yeah, shout out Panama. Now let's preview the
Nice.
final. I think obviously I just give him props, but I think it's gonna be an easy win. I really do. They pulled something off that was great, but
Against a way poorer side, against a side that
Yes,
gave no
but
effort.
the thing is, I think Mexico's just gonna be such on a high on Sunday. The fact they just beat that Canadian team with a clean sheet. Raul scored a brace. Santi's feeding for a goal, and since the last time he played against Panama, I think that team's just gonna be too much to
fiending, huh?
handle. It's gonna be too much
He's
to handle
fiending,
for
huh?
Panama. Honestly,
What's your prediction? Score?
3-0. 3-0.
I honestly think it's going to be a very tough game.
Like last time?
Similar, yeah.
Oh man.
Because I think, we also need to remember, this is just one game. Like, Sundays, but on Sunday, this game against Canada is irrelevant. It's a brand new game. Like, you have to also remember, from a Panama POV, they're trying to make history. They've never won a trophy, ever. And I'm pretty sure they're fucking sick and tired of losing to Mexico.
Yeah.
Like, for some reason, they can always beat the U.S. for somehow. But against us, they cannot. Like, they cannot beat us at all. But, like, maybe it's one of those things that, like, they're kind of due. Like, especially because in this exact same stadium 2 years ago, they know that. They remember it. They're like, they're out for revenge. They're out to make history. I don't think it's going to be easy at all. I think
agree.
if we were to win, I low-key think it's going to be 2-1 in extra time.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with
extra
you.
time.
I agree with you. Like what he said, Panama wanted it more against USA. Canada's gonna come after this win and want it even more against Mexico, team that they haven't beaten. God knows who could. We always smack them, especially in the big stages. Now this is their time to do it. It's like now or never for them.
Is an
technically.
overstatement, but
It's now or never for them. They've never won they've never been champion. It has to be done. So I think, with that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if Panama score first and we struggle from there.
Your reasonings was the same you were giving to Canada, and they didn't even make the final. You give the same reasonings
low
to Canada.
key, yeah, you did.
Canada hasn't won a trophy since 2000.
But
This is their golden generation, and it's due for them to win a trophy. If fucking didn't score a goal.
But that's why it's a fracaso on their part.
Yeah.
Like, in my opinion, in the past, if Canada doesn't win a trophy, no one bats an eye because it's Canada. This time, I think they could actually see it as like a fracaso. The U.S. was heavily injured, especially because the U.S. lost. They could have been going into the Mexico game with a different mentality. Like, hey, bro, all we need to do is beat Mexico. And we're in a final against Panama to win our first trophy. So I think that's why it's a huge disappointment. But like, that's why I still feel the same way though. I don't know if lightning will strike twice, where a team is out to make history and they just completely flop against Mexico again, like how Canada did. I don't know if Panama will do the same. I doubt it. Like, I think a lot of people are kind of hyping up their coach, which I kind of agree with. Panama's coach, that he's like the best right now in CONCACAF. I mean, maybe. Look how many times he beat the U.S. He made it out of the group stage Copa America. He made the Gold Cup final. Now he's made the Nations League final. And his team is limited, bro. Like, Panama, like, I'm not even kidding. Probably like on transfer market, I don't know how accurate like the values are, but I can guarantee you Raul Jimenez is probably worth, even right now at his old age, probably worth more than their entire 23-man
I was about
roster.
to say probably
Like,
more than the whole roster.
So
Then
I mean,
Carrasquia's not even worth 10 million.
yeah, I mean,
That's
I'm
the
sure
best player.
Santi Jimenez is probably 3x times their whole squad. So, I mean, and what he's been able to do, I mean, I don't think it's going to be easy at all. I mean, I want it to be. I don't want to be fucking stressing watching the game. I want to just enjoy it 4-0 easily. Like, I would be shocked if that happens. I want it to happen, but I'd be shocked.
Bro, like we don't concede against Canada, but we'll concede against Panama.
That's probably something that can happen.
That's such a selección thing to do. Yeah, that is some bullshit. We
Thing is, I'm still not 100% convinced on us going forward, on the chances we can, because Mexico and Aguirre we're not known for being a chance creating machine. That's the thing. So this is, if we don't, like you said, if we don't have 2 goals in the first half, it's gonna be a long game.
Oh, they didn't say that either.
No,
So
but
win
if,
3-0.
no, you said 3-0.
Yeah.
But that's not a first half score.
0-0 halftime, 3-0 second half.
Christ.
Chill.
He's about to bet it to and lose.
Yeah, Canada made me lose my money, but I take a Mexico win.
Keys, what do you think?
Yeah, score prediction.
I don't think Panama have it in them to take care of this team. But I also can see I can see Mexico
Lose?
just disappointing, man.
But still win.
Yes,
Go 1-0.
but I can see them. I can see Panama scoring first.
Best.
Maybe,
Best.
yeah.
I
A
can
little
see us.
scared.
I can see us still having that high effect from the win against Canada, and be completely shut off. And they get an early ass goal like we did, and catch us flat footed. Boom, 1-0, break the deadlock. Then we have to struggle. Then we have to press. Then that's where our offensive threat actually is going to come into play.
You know what's crazy about that? About that, when that happens, when we concede first,
The fans.
no, when we concede first is our best version going forward. Because when it's 0-0 and when it's 0-0, we're trying to push for a goal and so the opponent, we don't create. When we're down and we need a goal, it's when we see the best attack actually combine and create chances. And that is something that I want to see since the get-go.
The fans turn on the team too.
That's a regular though. That's football. Way you go down. You want to fight back. You want to get the goal right back. You want to keep the momentum that you already have going. You want to shut down anything that the opponent is going to keep throwing at you. You want to get the goal back as quick as possible and show them that it's not going to be easy.
Yeah. So I'm going 3-0.
3-1.
2-1. I think 2-1.
I think 2-1 in extra time.
Yes. All right, so we're all going for Mexico win again. And, stay tuned for the vlog on Sunday yet again. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Drop a comment, your score predictions for the final, and let us know why Yunus Musa isn't a European-type player. And, any last comments?
You guys doubted us in the comments on our last video. You guys cooked us. Americans, USA, Mexicans too, who weren't even confident saying that we were going to lose. There's a reality check, wake up. Part 1 is done, and we kind of have a 1 foot lifting the Nations League trophy.
Finally.
Final.
I could care less about that trophy. It's just the bragging rights.
That's what I'm more pissed about. That the fact that I could give less of a shit about the Nations League, but the fact that we as the CONCACAF Giants have not won it is embarrassing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yes, that's all.
We're obligated to win every CONCACAF title.
Nice.
That's word.
Perfect.
I think Piojo is a terrible player, and somehow he has more assists in this Nations League than Tim Weah. I just wanted to throw that out there. Because it counts as an assist, right? Or
No.
We're
I
not
think-
counting
check-
that
check-
shit.
Wait, check it right now.
We're
I gotta
not
check football real
counting
quick.
that shit. There's no way.
Wait, Tim Weah played? He started?
apparently, yeah,
It's because Tim Weah's
allegedly.
he's not a attacker no more. He's a wingback.
Oh, he played.
He's a
He
wing.
started on the wing.
Sendejas,
Did
man.
he count?
Sendejas would have done.
All right.
Sendejas would have scored.
Sendejas would have done numbers.
There you go.
90 minutes.
This was our official lineup. They had Santi playing wing and
No,
Vega.
No, that's fake.
That's pretty accurate.
One football
though.
had 4-2-3-1.
But-
Google had 4-4-2.
Oh, you can't trust those because when you actually watch them on the field, they were like this.
Yeah, it was
Santi
pretty
like this.
4-4-2.
4-3 was different. They had it as the wing, but it was Vega and then the 2 strikers.
They didn't get an assist, right, Piojo?
He did not, but he got a 7.4. Tim Weah, you got a in the 6s, so hold.
And Gallardo got what? And Davies got what?
7.0. That's another one.
Gallardo got green and
I'm not
Davies
gonna lie,
got...
Alfonso Davies, you were, and Jonathan David. I don't remember him doing anything.
David was quiet. David
Oh, the
was
shot that went
quiet.
over? Yeah.
He got one opportunity
I
and
don't
he sent it
even
over.
remember that. to
Kyle
be honest.
Larin.
It was like their first chance when they first started getting adjusted, and then they got one. He was edge of the box, right out or right in front of the penalty spot. He just blew it over the net.
Actually, I'll say this: U.S. that was an absolute embarrassment. They could probably be the biggest losers, but if anyone should feel even worse, maybe Canada.
It is.
Because I'm
losing to
the
Mexico?
U.S. lost. That just you had it on a plate for you. Mexico hasn't beat Mexico up before yesterday. Hadn't beaten Canada the last 3 times. This is on a plate for you. You got to play Mexico. You're a golden generation, playing one of Mexico's probably worst in the last 30 years, and then you got to play Panama in a final. You would have won a trophy, and you fumbled.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they are.
so-
I think they're
completely
bigger
fumbled.
losers than the U.S., especially since.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
USA
has
just
already
won
won
three-
it.
they already won
Yeah, they
three
won
in a
it 3 times in a row. Canada, you haven't won shit, and you still came into that game and kind of looked lifeless.
And just after the Copa America they just had,
Yeah, exactly.
papa, CONCACAF gods.
CONCACAF Giants. Yeah, it's what we always say, man.
Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe.
Chill sheet.
Turn on the post notice for the vlog on Sunday. And we'll catch you guys next video.
Peace.
Peace.